what's good, what it do, what it did, what it do, what it doesn't. Welcome to welcome to Trailblazers Radio. I am your host, Mr. Frederick Beatty, and welcome to the Author's Alley. And again, I'm your host, Mr. Frederick Beatty. So thank you. First of all, thank you guys very much for tuning in to us. You guys could have been anywhere else, but you guys are right here with us, and we most definitely appreciate that. So thank you very much for that. Man, continue to follow and like us on all our various social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, man. Also follow us on our website, www.trailblazersradio.net. And once again, I want to thank all our listeners and all our viewers for tuning in with us tonight, actually. And tonight, you guys are in for a treat because, yeah, it's been a long time coming with this guy right here. We're gonna get into some things, man. But before we do that, man, I do want to take care of a little bit of house cleaning, really, really quickly, man. So a couple of things I want to address really quickly before we jump into this, man. First and foremost, I want to give heartfelt condolences and prayers to the family of Sean DuBose. This is a young man, a 13-year-old young man who lost his life over the last weekend in a parking lot of Cascade. We at Trailblazer Radio give our most heartfelt condolences to the family. We're praying for you. We're here for you if you need us, and we're praying for you. And I want to also offer heartfelt condolences to the family of Tyree Nicholson, the young man that lost his life earlier this month due to some stuff that happened with him and the police department. I mean, so I'll say I see the video. We're not going to talk about it tonight, but I will talk about it. We will talk about it on a later episode. But I want to give my heartfelt condolences to them also as well. I also want to offer, if you guys could indulge me for just a moment, I do want to offer a moment of silence for both these young men, and also I want to just offer a moment of silence for anybody who's lost a family member due to violence, whether that violence is police involved or perpetrated by somebody else. So I do want to offer a moment of silence for everyone. So if you guys could indulge me in that, I most definitely appreciate that. Thank y'all very much for indulging me with that moment of silence, y'all. One thing that I'm going to post here in the comments, man, there is a GoFundMe page that is available right now for Deshaun, and I'm going to put this up here right now. So if you guys want to support or want to contribute, the GoFundMe page is right here. The link is right there. So you guys, please, if you guys are able, please support. Please contribute to the GoFundMe. If you guys are close to this person, this young man and his parents, please by all means offer your condolences and your prayers and your support. Now more than ever, I believe that we have to support each other. And we're losing our kids and we're losing each other at a fast rate, and we need to get that under control. So with that being said, man, I think, Taz, I thank you for indulging me on that because I really wanted to get that off my chest. I didn't want to wait till later on in the stream to do that.
Respect.
So I appreciate you.
Hey, man, respect. I totally understand that, and I feel you, man. You're right. It's so much dying going on here today. It's just unreal. I'm at the shop now, and they were just talking about the riots and stuff going on in Memphis. I mean, it's just crazy out here, period.
Yeah, it is, man. It's crazy. It's crazy as hell, bro. So let's jump into this, man. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, this brother that's right here, man, that's on this platform with me. Yo, this dude don't need no introduction, man. So give y'all a brief history about this guy right here. This guy right here. I met this dude when we were both affiliated with Diamond Kut Publications.
New authors in the game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Babies in the game.
we both were new to the whole Arthur game, y'all. We both had no earthly idea of what we were literally jumping into. Yet
Yeah. Right. Right.
yet we persevered.
Yeah. Indeed. We still
Yeah, we
stand.
persevered. Um, you know, I think for me, I just started, asking more questions.
Hmm.
I know what my brother here asking questions plus trial and error.
Absolutely.
So, like I said,
Absolutely.
so this dude don't need no introduction, man. He really does not, man. So I've known this guy for quite some time. Like
Yeah.
I said, since our days at Diamond Kut Publications, and even with that, it was he made it a fun and interesting time every time we were in the chat or every time we would go to Diversity of Minds Blazing Heat Radio and stuff like that. And he did a stint there
Yeah.
with them for a bit,
Yeah.
and that was interesting as well. But
Right.
we not gonna get into that.
Right.
No, we ain't gonna get into that. That was interesting as hell,
Yeah.
but this
That's one way to describe that. That was an
yeah,
experience.
yes it was. Yes it
Definitely an
was.
experience.
Yes
Yeah.
it was.
Yeah.
So, but this guy right here, man, I respect this guy. I respect his grind. I respect his pen. Um, ever since we we kind of parted ways and we all went on our separate ways. Um, he's published books. I published books. Um, you know, and I have a great respect for this man's pen game. Um, man, you couldn't ask for a a more genuine brother than this guy right here, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna introduce you guys. I mean, and I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I've had him on the platform I was on a long time ago, so I already know what to expect with this dude. Now, everybody now, all my listeners, all my Trailblazers radio listeners, man, y'all may not y'all about to get the A word treatment, man. So I'm gonna introduce you. So I'm introducing I'm a introducing to introducing to my to my Trailblazer radio family. My brother Taz the Freak, man. Yo, how are you, man? How's it going, man? Long time no hear from, dog.
Yeah, man, it has been a while, dude, and that's something. And I'm not gonna let you put all the blame on me. That's something we both got to do better about. Hey, that
I
phone
know.
work both ways.
I know, man. I know. I know. I
Communication
know.
work both ways. But man,
I know.
I'm good, man. I'm still writing. I haven't put out anything in a while. After a lot of things went on, man, I had to take a break and unwind and regroup and just revamp. Sometimes in any business you have to punt and you know
Yeah.
you just have to punt sometimes and start all over again. And that's pretty much what I've done, man. I redid all of my books. I'm totally self-published now and started all over again. And been trying to work on some new material. And so I'm the ink is still flowing. It's not flowing like it used to, but that's my
Right.
fault. That's my fault totally. Is how it is, man. The characters in there and they're talking to you, say, "Hey, you need to write this." I'll write it later. But I've had, like I said, now that I've punted, we redid the foundation. Now we can move forward.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. And again, not gonna really I'm not really gonna say much as it
Yeah,
pertains to the Diamond Cut
yeah,
experience because I mean, at the end of the day, and I think you'll agree with me on this one. And this is not to throw shade on anybody.
yeah.
You know, those were you know those were good people with with the most beautiful of intentions.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
just the ball just didn't roll the way it was supposed to.
exactly, exactly.
There's no for me. There's no love. There's no love lost for no love lost for Jesse. There's no love lost for Silent Storm. None of that. There's no love lost there. You know,
Absolutely, absolutely.
and any given time or any given day, if they throw something out there, I'm most definitely gonna be like, hey, I
Yeah,
support you.
right.
You know,
Absolutely.
and the thing about it is, I mean, I had Silent Storm on the platform a long while back, a long while back, and she's cooler. She's cooler. If I could have find out just for talking to her on that level, she's cooler than fan.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
You know,
Outstanding lady.
oh, most
Outstanding
definitely, man.
lady.
Man, just to know, just when talking to her, genuineness just popped out like, oh,
Yep.
for real?
Yeah.
Okie dokie, this is what it is. All right, I can roll with that.
Absolutely. 100.
But yeah, man.
100% radio.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, most
100%
definitely.
radio.
But man, I mean, so when I met you, I mean, now I got your first man. You write erotic poetry.
That is correct.
Oof, Lord have mercy, Jesus. So
Yeah.
ladies, I'm
It's
I'm I'm gonna see if I can get him to recite a piece tonight. But if and I'm gonna tell you, hold on to your bra straps and everything else that might be attached to you. But we ain't. I'm gonna have you do that a little bit later on, man. But I mean, let's talk about this writing journey of yours. I mean, when did this start, and what was your and who and what or who influenced you?
Well, I've been writing, man, since high school, and that's where it started for me. Poetry is a language of its own, and back in school, I was one of those church kids, raised in the church, so I didn't cuss and couldn't look at women and say all kinds of stuff. So poetry was my outlet. It was a way that I could say the things I wanted to say, but mom didn't know that's what I actually meant. She would just read it
Oh,
like, "Oh, yeah, she would, baby, that's really good. Hey, you keep doing it." Like, yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. All right.
just
So
enabled me.
that's right. So that's where it started because like I said, poetry is a language of its own.
Right.
And thank you, Rebecca. I appreciate that. Rebecca just chimed in. Um, and it's one of those things, man. You can have multiple conversations in one piece, but it all makes sense. So that's where it started for me. Like I said, I've been writing since high school. So that actually first book was already written. I just didn't know it was written. I'm one of those people, man. I had a whole bunch of material just literally just sitting there, and
Oh wow.
no idea what to do with it. It was just there.
Oh wow.
Exactly. And I'll never forget the first time Jesse and I spoke on the phone during the introduction. He was like, we talked and whatever. He said, "Well, I'm gonna need 40 pieces for your first book." I said, "Okay, hold on."
Hold up. I got you,
He
dog.
said,
I got you.
"Right." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Just hold on." I said, "All right, check your email." He was like, "What?" I said, "Check your
Check your
email."
email.
He was like, "There's no way you just sent me 40 pieces." I said, "Actually, I
Yes,
think I
way.
sent." Yeah, actually, I believe I sent them. I think that first book has more than 40 in it. He was
See,
like, "Wow."
already had
Yeah,
material
I
ready,
already had
ready
it
and
ready
waiting
to
for you.
ride. Ready to ride.
Yep. And then,
Ready to
I like I said, I read that first one. I was like, "Ooh, Lord have mercy,
ride. Yeah, you definitely have to be grown for that one.
boy."
Yeah.
That's for the grown and sexy.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
See, I let them vowels hang in the air
Absolutely.
for a little
Yes,
while.
sir. Absolutely. But we live in a sex filled society,
Yes, sir.
and that's one of the things that I appreciated about Diamond Cut is they posted the way that I wrote it. It wasn't no,
Exactly.
yeah, it wasn't no sugarcoating it. It wasn't changing, you know, this to that to be society acceptable. You know, real raw and uncut is what you got.
Look,
I
and
mean,
you know what the funny thing what I liked about it, besides just the raunchiness of it, was
mhm.
just the open. What a lot of people look at the raunchiness of it. I look at the openness of it.
Yeah,
Because a lot of people don't talk about you know those types of things, those types of things, especially not in that type of, especially not in that manner, or that with the explicitness that you put out there in that first book. I'm like, it did, but and also it takes someone that has a lot of confidence in themselves in that realm to talk about stuff like that.
well, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing that's interesting, and if you think about it, you would probably agree. Majority of the people that are too shy to read it or talk about it are performing it behind closed doors.
Closet freaks.
So I all I did was I just said what you was thinking and most of what we do.
Closet
That's
freaks,
it.
y'all.
Yeah.
Closet freaks.
I'm just
You don't want
not
to talk
I'm
about it,
not
but you're
strict
doing it.
about mine. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't understand that. You know,
Hey,
I mean, to each his own. There are some vanilla people out there that prefer to be prim and proper and do it one way, and that's
oh
the only
hell
way.
no.
Exactly. Look, I'm falling asleep just saying that. So
Oh hell no.
exactly. So at that first book was definitely that's exactly what it was for. It was me being the voice of those who are not who don't have the courage to say it, read it, or be bold about it. So I'm that
Yeah,
voice for many people
that's it. And I
because
think a
I
lot
have
of
no shame.
oh we know. Well, no, not we know. I know.
Right.
Our audience is gonna find. Our audience gonna find out soon. Our audience gonna find out
Right.
soon enough.
Indeed.
All I'm gonna
Indeed.
say is that you'll find out.
That's right. That's
So I
right.
mean, I like I said, for a lot of people, and I've spoken to a lot of, um, I spoke to an author who writes erotica, and she is like, when I say she's off the when I say she off the chain with it,
Hmm.
the first person that came to mind when I interview her, I thought about you. I'm like,
Right. Yeah.
these two need to think about writing some shit together.
Doing a collab. Yeah.
Yeah, like, because I'm like, because I read one of her books, I'm like, oh my word, what the hell?
Sound like some
Damn,
fun.
that's like bad vivid.
Yeah. Yeah.
She been watching Pornhub or something like that, bro.
Hey man, that's what I believe, dude. I mean, visualize what you write.
Right,
No
right.
more. I need you to be able to not only read what I'm writing, but I need you to be able to see it.
Oh man, for sure.
You
Gotta
know,
visualize it.
and hopefully one day you'll be able to text me or email me and say, Taz, I read your book, I read this piece, I visualized it, and I tried it, and oh my god,
World got turned upside down.
right? Exactly. And I mean, but that's just what it is, dude. And I like I said, I don't really understand why people have such a hard time with it because we live in a sex filled society. I mean, everything around you has sex in it, whether it's
Yep.
music or whether it's the way somebody's dressed or the conversation. I mean, that's just the society we live in.
That's it. Sex sells, bro.
It
Sex
does,
sells.
indeed, indeed, it does.
Sex does sell. So the one thing I have to ask you, bro, is this because I know I know the genre that you write in.
Hmm.
Has there? I mean, since the first book you've ever put out, and all your subsequent releases, has there ever been any type of pushback? Like somebody read it and be like, I can't get with that, or that's just too that's way too detailed and raunchy for me.
I've had pushbacks on a lot of different scales. Um,
Ooh.
my all time favorite though are the churchgoers. The churchgoers, and I've learned to put a stop to that. So long story short, I did a book signing. Lady and her husband, they walk up, and I did my sales pitch or what have you, and she opened the book and started. She's like, "Oh no, I can't read that. I'm holy, I'm sanctified, and I'm filled with the Holy Ghost. I can't read that." And I just kind of looked at her real funny. I said, "Really?" She's like, "I can't do that." I said, "Well, is this your husband?" So the husband is standing there. He's grinning because he has no idea where this is going. I said, "Is this your husband?" She says, "Yeah." I said, "Well, you holy, sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. You know the Bible, then, right?" "Yeah, yeah, I can't read that." I said, "Well, let me ask you a question. The Bible only has one rule when it comes to sexuality." I said, "What's the one rule?" And she looked at me, real
Ooh,
puzzled.
ooh.
Right. And she just stopped for a minute. I said, "Well, the Bible says there's nothing defiled in the sanctity of marriage." I said, "So which means there's nothing you can't do in this book as long as you're doing it with this gentleman standing next to you right here." So of
Look.
course, he's standing there grinning, and she looked at me like, I said, "I understand you wasn't expecting that." I said, "But here's what you need to know. I grew up in the church too." I said, "So before you start thumping the Bible, know who it is you're talking to. I said,
Word.
I said, answer this for me. Am I right or am I wrong? Nothing but
They
silence.
said, oh, of course they were right. Because of course you were right. Because they
Nothing
know
but
it.
silence. So those are the most fun for me, is just the look on their faces, because they automatically assume, well, if he's writing books like that, then he can't know what the Bible says. Why can't
Yeah, I
I?
do.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Why
do.
can't I?
Why wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Why wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Bro,
Exactly.
I could tell you my experience with that too, because
Yes.
like, yeah, I mean, and you, I don't know if you have got my first book. I actually redid it.
Okay. Okay.
So I redid it and redid it as you know, as a self-published author. And I went to this book event, right?
Mhm.
Now I'm going because, you know, pay for it. The individual really wanted me to be there, and that's cool. I mean, and I was all right with that. You know, had no problem with that. Had fun. Had the time of my life. Got to meet great people.
Exactly.
Got to be connected with some great authors and some great business people, businessmen and women. But the Debbie Downer for me
Mhm.
was the same experience like yours. The lady picked up my book, thumbed it to a specific page. I guess she saw some harsh language or something in there. She dropped my book like it was a hot ass potato.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what? I made my mind
Right.
like, what the hell?
Right.
And then she asked me what was the subject matter in my book. I said the subject matter is about domestic violence. Well, I can't read that.
Why? Yeah.
I can't. She said, I can't read that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and I'm shrugging my shoulders like,
Mm-hmm.
why? Why you can't?
Mm-hmm.
What's wrong with it?
Mm-hmm.
It happens all the time.
It does.
Happens all the time. Happens inside and outside the church. So what's the problem?
Mm-hmm.
And my experience is similar to yours. I mean, because like you said, you get pushed back for the church folk. I get pushed back for the church folk too. And that's not comparing apples to oranges, but there's a commonality there.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Like regular people be like, shit, give it here. I read it.
Exactly. Exactly.
Other
And,
folks read it and drop it like down. The ladies that are a lot that are aligned with this platform, you know, they've read some about stuff too, and they were like, what? They were blown away. Not of the not in an offensive manner, but a guy can write something like this visceral, this impactful. Yeah.
yeah.
Now, have you gotten pushback
Uh-oh.
have you gotten pushback as far as it?
Okay, you cut out there, but I'm not sure what you
Oh,
said.
so have you gotten pushback as it pertains to you being the male?
Well, you're cutting out, but
Oh man, we over here struggle streaming. God dog it. So my question is, hold on. All right. So my question is, have you gotten pushback as a male writing erotica?
yes, I have. It's yeah. Believe it or not, I have more issues with women than I do anybody else. Yeah, I don't understand. I really don't. But there are women that actually are they're they're offended by what I wrote. And I'm like,
What?
why? Oh yeah, absolutely. 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 Yes, sir. Absolutely. And I still have yet to get one to explain to me why are you offended? The only the only the only the only response I get is that's just too much.
God damn it! I can't.
Like, what do you mean that's too much? That's just too much. That's just too that's too out there. I said, so let me explain something to you. But let me ask you this question rather. Is it? Are you offended because it's in your heart's desire and you just don't have the gonads to act upon it? Is that where the problem is? I mean, are you offended because I have indirectly called you out and it's silence? And I even went as far as I told one lady, I said, "Ma'am, I don't know you." She was like, "Well, I know you that." I said, "So that book wasn't written about you?" And she was like, um, I said, "Yeah, I didn't write this about you." I said, "But you thought I was talking about you, didn't you?" Of course, she walked away.
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
She just walked away. I was like, okay, that says it all.
You
That
because you
says it all.
because you already know what you did.
Right. Yeah. For some reason, she thought the book was solely about her. I don't even know you. So how could I possibly have written a book about you and I don't even know you?
Sheesh.
Right. I do. To me, it's comical. It really is. It is absolutely comical. But the husbands, on the other hand, they absolutely love it.
Of course.
I mean, they're like, dude, I'm buying this for my wife, and perhaps uh, you can encourage her to do some things. It's like, oh, okay, whatever works, whatever works,
Exactly.
hey, whatever works. But it's pretty comical.
I bet it is. I mean,
Yeah,
listen to the women talk about, well, that's too much. That's out of bounds.
yeah. My favorite is I would never do that. I'm dead serious. I would never do that. I like,
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't
yeah.
mean to laugh that loud. God.
Look, when that lady told me that, I said, "You mind if I ask you a kind of semi-personal question?" She's like, "What is it?" I said, "Are you single?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Okay. So what you trying to say? I'm single because I won't do the stuff that's in your book?" I'm not saying anything. I just asked the question.
You answered my question. That's the only question
That's
I
all.
asked you.
That's it. That's all I wanted to know.
Jeez. Just a simple
Right.
fact that you have to explain that to somebody.
Well, she told me that it was disrespectful. That I was being disrespectful to women.
Huh? Well, hold on. Wait. Hold full stop right there. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Hold up.
Yep.
Why did she say that?
Oh, because I asked that question, how is it disrespectful? She said, because the verbiage in which you're using to describe a woman's body is very disrespectful. I said, so let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. Make sure I'm clear about this. So you want your man to come into the bedroom and say, baby, let me suck on your breast and let me lick on your clitoris. That's what you're looking for. Well,
I would hope the hell not.
she said yes.
Duh.
She's like, yes, that is the proper terminology. That's how it's supposed to be described. I said, well, maybe in your world.
Oh we.
I said, but yeah, I said you have a very boring sex life.
Oh we.
Oh yeah, you know me, bro. I don't cut no corners. I said you have a very generic sex life, don't you? So let me guess, y'all do it maybe once or twice a week, maybe, or was it?
Missionary.
Look, yeah, missionary, or is it just holidays and birthdays and on the weekends? I say, I say,
God
I
damn
said,
it.
come on. I said, I said, listen, I'm not going, to each his own. I don't knock nobody, but I'm a food guy. I love trying different foods of different cultures and different nationalities and
There you go.
different flavors and different spices and different, different amounts of heat,
Oh
all of
yeah.
that. Now, I want my intimate time to be the same.
Oh, hell yeah.
I don't want the same thing all the time. I don't want it the same way all the time. Me being from Louisiana, I like it spicy.
Oh, look.
I like it spicy. So, but I also understand that Mexicans like spicy food, but their spicy is different from a Cajun spice.
Oh, indeed.
Jamaicans have a spicy food, but their spicy is different from Mexicans and Cajuns. But it's still good food. Yeah.
I'm just bugging out. I'm just bugging out over the
Uh-oh.
I'm not even gonna say the audience.
Yep.
Wow.
I told her, I said, so let me guess. You only season your food with salt and pepper, right? She said, yeah, I do. That ain't gonna lie. Salt and black pepper. That's the only season she got in her cabinet. Salt and black pepper. I was like,
Hold on, wait. You ain't got no garlic salt. You ain't got no garlic salt. You ain't got no
salt and black pepper. That's all she got in her cabinet. I said, bless your heart. Bless your heart. I say, well, I'll never invite you to my house because my
curry powder.
No, my seasoning cabinet would scare you. Then, and my book offends you. My seasoning cabinet would definitely scare the shit out of you. From where I'm from, dude, we cook with flavor. We cook with flavor.
And with love too.
Yes, sir. Oh yeah, absolutely. A whole lot of love in that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You got to stir it just right.
Oh yeah. If my book offends you, then my seasoning cabinet damn sure will offend you more.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, and that's where we left it. Of
Jesus Christ.
She didn't buy the book, so okay.
Of course she did.
Of
course she didn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
What you offered is way too out of bounds, dog.
Well, but I don't see how. I mean, if you
for some people.
Yeah, okay. And fair enough. Fair enough. But I just can't see having a boring and bland sex life. I mean, I can't see a salt and pepper sex life. I just can't. I just can't do it. I need some cayenne pepper, some garlic powder, and some bay leaves, and I need something else. That ain't gonna cut it.
Look here. Give me some gumbo and some etouffee, and we good.
Yeah. Jambalaya.
Yeah, man, look here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Now I gotta ask this question because now I am bad curious.
Okay.
Did a reader come back to you and tell you that one of your books improved their sex life?
I have. I've gotten anonymous emails saying that, hey, I read your book. Matter of fact, back when we were doing the Diversity of Mind show, somebody emailed me and said, hey, I read your book, and your book has really changed my outlook on sex, and it really has gotten my man and I closer. It has definitely changed some life for some people. So those are the stories that I love to hear about.
See y'all.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now. See y'all. Erotica can be used for good.
Yeah.
If you apply it, apply it in the correct way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I did a signing back in a while back in Indy, and I'll never forget this guy. He comes up and we were talking, and he started looking over the book. He said, "Man," he said, "Dude, this is rough." I said, "What do you mean?" He's like, well, I, I would have never thought to verbalize sexuality the way that you're doing it. He said, but don't get me wrong, I can visualize exactly what it is that you're saying. He said, I just would have never even thought to write it this way. I said, why? I said, you write where you live. And he's like, oh, so this is about you. I said, I'm not saying that. I said, all I'm going to say is this. The book is written, it's based upon facts, it's based upon some illusion. And I said, I'll even go as far as it's based upon some experiences of others that I've taken and twisted it and made it into something phenomenal. I said,
There
now,
you go.
but it's designed to make you think. He's like, oh, you definitely got me thinking. He's like, man, I'm thinking about going home and trying some stuff with my wife. I said, well, all I'm going to say to that is, if you end up pregnant, just don't name the baby after me.
Do not name that kid Taz.
Don't be naming that kid talking about this little Taz. No.
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 I am not at fault here.
Yeah,
You took the
exactly.
book.
Yeah.
I'm not responsible for what happens after you read it and you apply it.
And he died laughing. He said, but man, I just don't know if my wife would be open to these things. I said, I got one question I won't ask you. He said, what's that? I said, have you ever asked her? He said, nope. I said, so.
Don't.
So there you go. Just take the book home and hand her the book. Say, baby, I picked up a book at the bookstore. Let's try this. I said, matter of fact, take the romantic road. Run out, y'all get in a hot bath with some candles and read it to her.
There you go.
He was like, man, I ain't thought about that. Read it to her. If you don't think she would be open to reading it herself, read it to her.
Yeah. Because y'all read it together, that'll open both of them up, and then it'll make them more open to those types of experiences.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You know, I mean, because if nothing else, I said, I guarantee you, if you read the book to her, if she reads the book, it's gonna make her think. I said, and I'll be willing to put money. Your wife probably already has those thoughts. Just never act. See, that's the thing that tickles me. There are a lot of people that have these thoughts, but they never act on it.
Yep. You know what? And I'm gonna say this, and I think you'll probably agree with this. Out of all the experiences that we have in life, we tend to undervalue the sexual experience.
Exactly. And I don't understand why. Because yes, I believe sex is not everything in a relationship, but it's a big part of it. It's a big part of it.
It is.
Because you can have everything else right, you know, but if that intimate setting is not right, it's going to put strain somewhere else. Because now you're fighting and arguing about stuff that you normally don't fight and argue about.
That's it.
And for what? And sexual, I don't care what nobody says, sexual frustration is a real thing.
Wow.
It is a.
I love that, bro. I do.
Yes. Financial frustrations, frustration with the kids, all that stuff. That sexual frustration is a real thing.
Yeah. Look here. Just don't say nothing. Let's go.
Right.
Don't say shit. Just get on top and let's go.
Exactly. You know, but it also the other thing that I love about my book and the way that I write, because it does draw people closer together, because it makes them think and become more open with each other, because now they're looking at my book and be like, okay, so I'm not the only one that's like this. Because for a long time, I used to think something was wrong with me because I had those thoughts.
That's it.
People around me,
I think sexual freedom is.
Yeah. But people around me didn't talk about it. So here I am thinking I'm crazy because I'm having these kinds of thoughts. So that was the other reason that I wrote the book, because again, I'm the voice of a lot of people. I've said a lot of things that people are too afraid to say, or too afraid to experience, or too afraid of, of what somebody else is going to think if they feel this way. Well, hey,
Yeah,
you're not the only one. Yeah.
there are several people in that position.
But I don't understand why
You just ain't the only one, baby.
yeah, you be who you are. You be who you are, and there's nothing wrong with that.
I love that thought, bro. I do. I really do. You know, just like I said, just from my reading of it, I'm like, well, goddamn. It's not. It's not. My thing is like, everybody's experiencing that, and say everybody's sexual experience is different. It
Absolutely.
not, and there, not everybody's gonna be able to decode the matrix when it comes to that.
Mm-hmm.
And I of all people understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But why make it such a boring and monotonous experience when it could be something that's enjoyable for both you and your partner?
Mm-hmm. And my thing is, sex should be a learning experience, because you and I can both have been with with five different, completely different women, but the experience is going to be completely different with these women, and they'll say the same. Their experience with you is going to be completely different than their experiences with me.
That's
And
it.
and it's not that we're bad lovers, but you have your way of doing things, and I have my way of doing things to get that particular job done. And
Exactly.
with women, it's the same way. So,
Exactly.
until, and this is something I've experienced, women that don't know their bodies. So, if you haven't taken the time to explore your body and know what it is that you like and what you don't like, how exactly do you expect me to know?
I ain't gonna know. It's gonna be trial and error.
Exactly. Exactly. So I'm trying this and you don't like it. Why are you mad at me? You should have told me up front that you didn't like it, but you didn't try it before I got here.
Yep.
So I'm doing stuff that I like to do to see what your boundaries are.
Yep. And I think a lot of people. This is kind of sort of an observation of mine. I think a lot of people don't understand what healthy boundaries are when it comes to sex.
Mm, yeah, good point.
We can, I mean, we can explore whatever we want to explore, but at the same time, I want to be able to do that. Number one, with your permission.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, I want to do it within a safe environment for both of us.
Right.
So when you tell me, okay, we're not gonna go there,
Mm-hmm.
that's something that's implicitly understood because I know where your boundary. Now I know where your boundary is. Now I
Mm-hmm.
know what line to cross and what lines not to cross.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people say that, well, I don't got boundaries when it come to that. Yeah, you do.
You just ain't found
Yeah,
them.
you do. Yeah, you do. Just ain't nobody crossed that line yet,
Exactly.
or they try something that you ain't necessarily experienced before.
You ain't want to cross that one lunatic who want to see how far he can push you,
Yep,
because he's not afraid. He's,
dude,
and, but that's another
man.
thing I don't get about us as men. We're afraid of the word no.
No means no.
And it's okay to say no.
Yeah,
But again, if you don't tell me, if I ask you, okay, what it is you like, and you say, oh, I like this. What don't you like? Okay, I don't like that. And then here I come trying something. You didn't say you didn't like it. You didn't say you did. It's something you never experienced. So now you
yeah,
look at me crazy, like, why did you do that? Well, you didn't say you didn't like it, and you didn't say yes. You didn't say no. So as far as I'm
exactly,
concerned, it's on the table.
exactly.
You
And
know.
you don't, yeah, it's boy, you don't like it. You talk to a woman, she tell you I don't like being twisted like a pretzel, but yet you try it anyway, and that's like, and then she give you them crazy ass looks like, why the hell did you try that?
Hmm.
I told you I don't like being twisted like a damn pretzel, like a damn pretzel.
Hmm.
So you're right, man. I think we do need to think about our sexual boundaries. I mean, for some of us, those boundaries are like, as long as it's not gonna bring harm to me.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. My thing is no broken bones.
Yeah. No
Long,
cuts, no bruises, none
yeah.
of that type of stuff.
Yeah, bruising is all right. A little
Okay.
bruising here and there. Yeah, it ain't gonna kill nobody. But nothing that's gonna send us to the ER.
Oh yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I'm like, I'm cool with it. I mean, as long as it's not gonna send me to the emergency room, you
Yeah,
know, I'm okay with that. And I think a lot of people they're open about their sexuality privately, but not,
publicly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, or some people are just open about it in both instances, and I think sometimes when you're too open
You,
about your sexuality, I think for, and I'm like, "Ugh, you go to you really like that?"
oh, you stopped again.
Okay, I was,
Wait, you stopped again on me.
but then you got, oh, sorry about that. So, but I mean, like I said, some people will be like,
You stopped
wait a
again.
minute. Oh, hello, I'm gonna slow down. Some people are like way out there with their sexuality are like, I'm like that on the, wait a minute, hold on. I ain't asked you none of that.
Right.
You you just volunteer, and we struggle streaming again. My bad, dog. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I know it's that
So
technological thing.
of course, but I mean, sexuality, people can be overly sexual, overly advertise that, or they can under advertise that.
Yeah, but again, to each his own. You know,
Exactly.
I like, I'm a very private person. So, what I do and whom I do it with is between me and that person. You know,
Right.
now if you want to have a general conversation about some things, absolutely. Absolutely.
Exactly. And that's what I like about you, bro. You are open book, and I like out there. There are a lot of guys that are like that when we talk about those type of when we have those types of conversations. Because most dudes will be like, "Oh hell yeah, let's just oh hell no." So that's what I like about you, bro. You're open book when it comes to that, and you know, and I know we jumped way off topic and stuff like that. We were talking
Right.
about your writing journey and stuff like that, but but the conversation is very relevant to what you write.
Yes.
And since your first book came out,
Mhm. Oh, you stopped again, bud.
have you still stayed? So, struggle streaming, y'all. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. So the question I was asking you, so since your first book dropped, are you still on that same course?
Yes and no, actually, because my second book is a non-erotic book, and I wrote that because I wanted people to know that there's more to me than just being a nasty man. There's more to me than just, being raw and uncut and running around butt naked and all those types of things. There's another side to me. There's a humble side, there's a gentle side to me, a family side, you know, the side of being me as a black man. There's that other side as well. So uh, the second book I published and wrote, is based on family life and love, and people that know me. It's like watching me grow up on pages from a kid. The experiences that I've
Right.
had in those areas of family life and love, the betrayals, the broken hearts, the lonely nights, you know,
Right.
the good days, the bad days, and everything in between. Um, so and also the spiritual side as well, and also the side of me being a father. So all of this is wrapped up in that second book. So yeah, so I'm very proud of that one. That book fits in several genres. It's teens, young adults, adults, family, um, and one other category. I forget what it is, but it fits in several different categories. So I'm really proud of that one. That it's where it's at.
Relatable.
Yes, yes,
Love. I love. I love stuff that's relatable to who we are as men. Because there's sometimes we just are not able to write or talk about those stories. I mean, our growth and our development as men.
hmm
Because who the hell wants to hear a story like that?
Well, one of the things I learned from old King Diamond, he said, you know, there's somebody that wants to hear what you wrote. It's a matter of finding those people that and presenting them with that book. So
Boy, you
yeah,
said a mouthful right there, man.
I,
You said a
that's that's
mouthful.
that's one of the many things that he taught me that I'll never forget. So I have no shame in that book, and I've had people ask me many times, you're not embarrassed to put your heart out there like that. I said, no. Why? I said, because it's me. I'm not ashamed of me.
Nope.
So I have no reason to be.
Nope. And people look at that like, well, that's gonna be a bad thing when you put yourself out there. No, it's not.
Because I guarantee you somebody else has that same experience. And once again, it's comforting to know that they're not alone.
Exactly. Exactly. I think more men should write stories like that. I mean, because I think it would be beneficial because
Yes.
it'll give I think it'll give our sons a little bit better understanding of
hmm
who we are, where we came from, and why we have the value systems that we have, and then why we instill those same value systems into our children. But I think it also give um, our women a better understanding of who we are and why we are.
Yeah, yeah. Why we are the way we are. Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, and I've said this on more than one occasion, man. The divide between us as black men and black women is way larger than the Grand Canyon, and
It is.
I think it begins with just simple understanding.
hmm It does. But like you said earlier, that's why I ask questions.
Plenty of them,
Because asking, you'd be surprised that a lot of people are more receptive if you ask a question.
of course.
And just simply ask a question, you'd be surprised at how much knowledge you can get just from asking one question.
Oh shit, for real. You ask one question, they'll tell you their life's there. They tell you their whole life
Exactly.
story.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Exactly.
like I said, for have books like that are meaningful and that are like intuitive and have people like, well, wait a minute, I didn't know that about him.
hmm
Of course
Exactly.
you did. You didn't ask.
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly.
But it really speak volumes that because most of us men are not open books like that. We we're open books to the right person to the right person.
hmm Well, I remember as a kid, man, when I was going through things, man, I remember how it was to feel like I was the only person going through that.
Right.
You know, I know how lonely and heartbreaking that was to feel like nobody else in the world this is happening to but me.
Right.
And then why is it only happening to me? But little did I know, I wasn't the only one.
Right.
So, that was another inspiration as far as that book is concerned to let people know you're not alone. I've been through that experience.
It's okay to not be okay.
Yeah, exactly, and you will be okay. You will,
Exactly.
you will get past that, and you will be okay. Because
That's what's up, bro.
I'm still standing with the grace of God. I'm still standing.
I got all my faculties,
Yeah. Yep.
all my organs work.
That's right. Get up and go to work every day.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think we as human beings don't I think we take we don't take enough time to enjoy life because we live in this rat race. We live in this 24/7 rat race where 16 of those hours is spent 16 of those hours is spent working and sleeping. And then you have another few hours that you use to be creative or whatever. And sometimes I think we just need to stop and smell the roses sometimes.
Well, some years ago, I started going on cruises, and I made it a habit to go on cruises. I go on a cruise every year,
Oh,
and the reason I go on cruises, man, because cruises keep me grounded. And I'm gonna share this. I went to Belize some years ago. I went to Belize, and you would not believe it's a very small island, and the people there. I mean, everybody's smiling. They're having a good time. Everybody's, they feel so free. But their schools are nothing more but buildings with no windows that the kids. And I was doing a tour, and I'll never forget this. And the tour guide, he said, "You know how you can tell rich people from poor people?" And we kind of,
how?
yeah, everybody kind of threw out some answers. I was like, by the size of their house. He said, "No." He said, "You see that house up there?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "The air conditioner sitting on top." Yeah. He said, "Those are rich people."
Wow.
Exactly. You tell the
Dang.
difference between rich people and poor people because rich people have AC and poor people don't. But you would
Stark
never believe.
contrast.
Exactly. But you would never believe at how happy those people are, even without having air conditioning. And that it also puts in perspective how spoiled we are as a country. Let me go into a rented apartment or something like that and it don't have air conditioning. Man, come on.
Having a whole ass bed.
Boy, you don't know? Let it stop working. I'm calling 911. Y'all need to come get this fixed now. But they don't
Having a whole
do what? What'd you say,
you gonna
Freddie?
have a whole ass fit when the air conditioner stop working.
Yeah,
You gonna have a whole ass fit when the air conditioner stop working.
absolutely. So doing trips like that, man, it keeps me grounded. It keeps me focused.
I believe it. I believe it. Because I think we all need to have something or someone that keeps us laser focused.
Hmm.
Or at least focused.
Yes,
To at least to the
but I mean it. But it also lets me know, man,
at
considering
least
how
to as focused
at least focus what?
as we want to
Yeah, absolutely. Because the
as we
reality.
need to be.
Yeah,
Cause I know I can't be focused. I can't there's some days I can't be focused for shit.
it be like that sometimes. We all have those days, bro. We all do.
And I'll be like, what the hell's wrong with me today?
Yeah, I came over here to do something and I forgot what it was that I was supposed to do.
So let's see. I had some other questions, but I forgot them.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
I
it.
forgot them because yeah, I had some other questions, but I forgot them.
Yeah. Hmm. That's it. That is it.
This is what happens with me. This is what happens, and you may not remember this, but I remember there was one instance. And I think it was on Carolyn's show, but I think we were no, it wasn't on Carolyn's show. It was you and I think we were talking
In the after room. Okay, hold on,
Some
hold on. You're not there.
so okay, there we go. So I remember me, you and I having a conversation, and the whole time, I was pissed about something, and you brought me back down to earth
Okay.
because you said because I have no idea what you said, but it was funny. But whatever it was funny as hell, and I couldn't stop, and I could not stop laughing. I can't remember what you said to this day, but
Right.
it was so funny. I just couldn't stop laughing. I'm like this guy right here.
I tell people all the time, it may not be worth nothing else, but I'm always good for a laugh.
I'm over here feeling my whole downness, and fool, this fool pops out a joke.
Well, you know what, man? I will not deny because I'm known to do that. So I honestly I don't remember, but
Me neither.
I wouldn't say yeah I wouldn't put it past me to do something like that.
The only thing I said, I'll tell you this. The only thing I said in my mind was like the nerve of this dude.
Right.
How dare he? The audacity
Right.
to make me laugh. What?
Right. Hey man, sometimes you need that to uh, to swing things in retrospect.
Don't feel. Don't. I tell you what. That it would. That one instance helped me course correct. That one instance of laughter helped me course correct, bro. That's I
Right.
can't. I'm like this motherfucker here.
Right.
Can't stand him.
Right.
I want to be angry, but I'm sitting there
Right.
laughing. I'm like, I
Right.
can't stand you.
Yeah,
I,
I get that a lot. I
like,
get that a lot.
I think when we disconnected, I'm sitting. I was after we disconnected. I'm shaking my head like I can't stand this fool.
Yes, sir. Yes,
I did
sir.
not want to laugh today. He made me
Right.
laugh today.
Right.
The audacity of this man. What?
Right. Hey, sometimes you just gotta throw that right hook in there when they least expect it.
Oh, you called me good because I wasn't expecting it.
Yes,
I ain't see
sir.
that one coming at all.
Yes, sir.
I think I saw the glove before I could even react. And
That's how
by the
you
time
do
I saw
it.
the glove, by the time I saw the glove, it was already in my
Yeah,
face.
it's too late now.
You know what?
It's too
I'm
late.
gonna go ahead and take this hit
Right.
and
Yes,
pray to
sir.
God I can get up.
Right.
But yeah,
Yes,
man. I
sir.
mean, yeah, man. I mean, I think that's the one thing I've always liked and respected about you is that, you know, your sense of humor is you it helped me tremendously because I was at that point where like, yeah, the hell with this ish right
Right.
here.
Yeah.
And you were like, nah, and then you just said that one thing. And I said, I don't remember what it was, but
Right.
I'm laughing out the blue, like,
Yeah.
and then my mind I said, this
This
mother,
motherfucker here.
motherfucker,
Right.
motherfucker, this fucker right here, this
Yeah.
the nerve of this Negro. What?
Yeah. Yeah. That's me.
So man, I mean, that's what I like about you, man. You like just such a gregarious and friendly person, but also somebody who's very, very serious about what they do. You know, you this writing thing you took by storm. You took by storm,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna say this about out of all the folks that was about in that stable, where where all of us, and I ain't gonna lie, so there were some heavy hitters there. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna lie about that,
Absolutely. Yeah.
but you, there's a couple other folks that were there. I think you. I mean, I won't say me because I mean, and we were both unproven at that point.
Hmm. Yeah.
but you were one of the like the one of the diamonds in the rough, man. Like I said, there were some heavy hitters in that stable.
Yeah.
We already know the heavy hitters gonna do what they do. You know,
Right.
they go always swing for the fences, but it's the diamonds in the rough that you don't expect that's gonna be that may be able to set the table for those heavy hitters. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And you were one of those you were one of those diamonds in the rough, and there were other people there too. I mean that had great talent and great penmanship. You know, I still speak the Roland to this day, man.
Yeah. Hmm.
I
Yeah. I
still
chat
speak the
with him
Roland.
now and then too.
Yeah, I still speak the Roland to this day, man. I'm glad that his situation stabled out. It kind of got stable too because he was kind of in flux for a while too, in limbo for a while too,
Hmm.
because he just kind of was trying to find a direction for where he wanted to go.
Hmm.
So I'm glad, like I said, I put like this. I'm glad that you still out here pushing that pen.
Man,
I'm glad I'm happy that you still out here, making these moves, you know, still driving that truck. I see.
hey, bro, I'm still out here ripping on asphalt, and slinging books, man. And
That's what's
and
happening. That's what's happening.
this is year 24 for me.
Wow.
The year 24. October,
Wow.
4 years that I've been driving the truck.
Wow.
Yeah,
Congratulations, brother.
right.
That's a wow. Now, how now? Let's see. From Diamond Cut to now, you've been an author for like what? Maybe 5, 6 years now?
Yeah. Because Diamond Kut was my first book, and I did that when I turned 40. So it's been 6 years.
Yeah.
I'll be 46 next month. So it's been 6 years.
Wow.
But we you have to take the opportunity, and
Oh yeah.
sometimes, regardless of how the opportunity may come, you may have to take the opportunity and run with it. And it may not unfold. And in our situation, it didn't necessarily unfold the way that we were thinking it would, but we're still here, and
That's
and
it.
and we're still moving forward. And
That's it.
as long as you keep moving forward, man, that's all that really matters. You
Yeah.
just got to keep moving forward. You
Oh
know,
yeah, man.
even I've become stagnant because I haven't written nearly as much as I used to.
Same
Uh,
here.
I mean, not even close. But also, in the same token, I'm trying some new things too.
Oh
Now,
yeah.
and poetry is gonna always be my first love. That's never gonna
Right.
change. That's my heart. That's my first love.
Right.
Um, so by the time I got to the third book, I had such a great following and great response to the first two, and everybody said the same thing. Hey man, we love your first two books. Well, we want more. We need something more.
Of
Okay.
course.
So the third book, I took a swing at writing short stories, erotic short stories.
Staying on the same theme.
Well, you gotta you gotta stay even when you're trying something new. You gotta stay in a comfortable platform. And so the third book was great as well. And same thing. It's like, hey man, we love third book was awesome, but we still want more. So for the last 2 years, and I know some of the listeners are gonna probably cuss me out because I've been supposed to drop this book a long time ago. I'm actually working on my first novel, but I'm struggling with it.
They gonna cut you out. They gonna cut you out.
Yeah, because they ready for another book. So I've been working on it, but I'm struggling with it because I've never written one before. So, but in the same token, I'm also excited about it because it's taking me out of my comfort zone, and it's making me tap into a creativity that I didn't even know was there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, yeah, man. But this book is just it's going to be a life book. It's a book. It's gonna talk about certain aspects of
Uh-oh.
life that we talk about, but it's also going to talk about those certain aspects of life that we talk about and we don't talk about. Uh-oh, did I lose you there?
Nope. I'm still here.
Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be it's gonna be interesting once I get it all together, and how, to put it together. And I have some really good people that are helping me out, novelists, because I'm like, listen, I got all of these pages, and I don't know how to put them together, you know, and
Damn.
how to get this over there and how to loop this in with that right there without telling the story before the story is ready to be told. So it's been an adventure, for real. But I'm like I said, I'm really excited about it, and I got a couple of little projects going on that I may go ahead and drop before that. But like I said, man, poetry is always going to be my first love. So don't be surprised if I drop another poetry book before I drop that novel.
That's poetry was never my first love,
Hmm.
but I dabbled into it with the last two books I wrote
Hmm.
because I'm more of a chapter book character
Right.
driven book type person. I decided to kind of test my chops at poetry to see how I fare. I'm not necessarily how I could fare against heavy poetry hitters because I'm not looking to be a competition poet. That ain't me.
Well, here's something that I've learned too. I could sit down and write 4 or 5 pieces in an hour and not even think twice about it.
Right.
Because they're in small increments and small bites. When you're trying to write a whole chapter, or yeah. See, I don't even have to finish that. You already know. I'm like, man, what in
Woo.
the world? Especially when in your mind this is how it's supposed to be, but by the time you get to the end of it, it then took a whole nother turn and went in a whole nother different direction. I'm like, well, wait a minute. How
Bruh.
am I supposed to get over there? And I just took a left turn, and I was supposed to be going right.
And people talk about what their characters be speaking to when they bruh, that is so true.
Yeah, yeah, it
These
really is.
your character be talking to you like, wait a minute, that ain't how I wanted this to go, damn it.
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
Man, when you write a chapter book is
Yeah.
all I'm gonna say is like that's much more. That's but like I said, because you write poetry, when you write poetry, it's just like one thought, and you just write about that one thought.
Hmm.
You write a
Exactly.
chapter book, you got a character, and you're trying to develop him or her. You may have secondary and tertiary characters. You try to develop them, and you want it, and then it all at the end of that whole book, it all got to make sense.
Yeah.
And if
Exactly.
it don't make sense, a lot of people gonna be like, "What the hell is he? What the hell is he doing?"
Right. What is he talking about?
I lost what I lost his train of thought.
Hmm. Yes.
So I understand, bro. The challenges to write a chapter book are oof, and then you have to, man, jeez, continuity and stuff like that,
Uh-huh.
dude. I got two books in like two books in the series, and everybody waiting for the third one, but I'm like, I ain't ready to write the third one yet.
Hmm. But
But
you
I
gotta
gotta
admit
write
though,
it now.
Chris, you gotta admit though, man, that's a good feeling.
Oh yeah, for sure, it
That
is.
that's a good feeling when people are just eager for your writing.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love that. You know,
Yeah.
when people say we want more from you, or we want something else from you, that
Hmm.
oh yeah, best feeling ever.
Yeah. Yeah. It is.
I love, or better yet, I'm pretty sure you've heard this before. I love your work. I like how you write. I like how you convey things. Or better yet, you just hear someone say, "I just love your work." Period.
Hmm. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as a writer, or as a better yet, as a creative, period, because writers are creatives.
Hmm.
When we hear that, when we hear those types of things, boy, I don't know about anybody else, but I know my ass be amped up and charged up, bro. I'll be
Sure.
wanting to get back on that laptop and write some more stuff.
Yeah. It's definitely a push. It's
Oh
definitely
yeah.
a push.
And
Yeah.
we talk about pushing. What what? So let me ask you this:
Nope.
what motivates you to write?
Okay, try it again.
What motivates you to write?
Oh, everything, everything and
Life,
anything,
huh?
everything and anything. I mean, because especially me being a poet, poetry has a mind of its own. Anything a piece of, could be a poem. You can take a piece of paper and make a poetry piece out of it, a poet piece out of it.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, just anything, man. But I like life is what motivates me more than anything.
Oh yeah.
Just
Wow.
life, just
Life.
living. Yeah,
So
just
any
living
and
life.
everything.
Yeah, any and
There we
everything and living life. I remember some years ago, I used to live in Atlanta, and I'd ride the train. And back then, man, well, even still now, I never went anywhere without a book and a pen in my hand. And I have poetry pieces that I was writing on the train, just looking at a chick. She got on the train and she looked like she was just pissed the fuck off. That was a poetry piece. She got off, and somebody else came and got on. And by the time I got to that fifth stop, I had five different pieces about five different people. Or, I saw where somebody had graffitied the wall. That's a portrait piece right there. Why did they graffiti that wall? What were they feeling to write that? You know, what was going on in that person's life that their outlet was to graffiti this train? Especially knowing that if they got caught, their life was going to be made worse. I mean, just anything, man.
exactly.
Just anything, because your mind has your mind has a way that it works, and it's not necessarily anything that you can explain or understand. That's just the way that it works. So when my mind is working, I
Right.
just write, and whatever comes out is what comes out. And I will say this too, and this is something I'm very, very proud of and very, very, very humbled by. There have been several times where I'm sitting somewhere and something, a thought would hit me, and I'll just start writing. Keep in mind, this piece made absolutely no sense to me, and I would post it on my Facebook page, and maybe 30 minutes later, somebody will call me crying saying that piece was for me. I needed that, or
Yeah.
somebody will comment, I don't know who else this is for, but I'm going through something right now, and I needed that.
Right.
And see those times, man, that right there, that's a feeling that I can't even begin to describe. Because I mean, seriously, I write stuff that makes no sense to me, but I've also learned that everything that I write is not necessarily for me.
I
So
think
it's
wow.
yeah, so it's my responsibility to write it, and wherever or whomever it's for, when they're supposed to have it, it'll be there.
Get it out there to the people. So
That's
that way
it.
they can so that way they can get the message.
That's it. Exactly. Exactly.
Get it out there.
I
I mean,
mean,
man,
you never know what people are going through in their life. You just don't. You just don't know. So that's, like I said,
right.
man. Those situations are very, very humbling for me to write something for somebody that I don't even know who it is I'm writing for.
That's it. That's it, bro. That's it. So so I always ask my guests two questions when we wrap up, when we close it down. So one question that I always ask everybody that comes onto the platform. First question: what does legacy mean to you?
Legacy means to me something, and it could be anything that you leave behind that changes generations.
Ooh, I like that.
It changes generations. So even if I never see the remnants of it, even if I'm here just to get the ball rolling, then I'm okay with that.
I love that. I
Yeah,
like that.
because it's going to change generations.
I love that. Generational changing.
Absolutely.
Love that. The second question I always ask my guests is, so we all know what a marathon is, right? So
Okay.
we all know that there are stages of a marathon.
Okay.
First stage, coming out, you come to start is the beginning of the race, coming out the gate, and you run it. Second stage is, you know, you're in the middle of it. Now you've got your pace going, you're going at your steady pace, and you're breathing properly and you're moving. We all know what the third stage is. That's the finish, right?
Mm-hmm.
The finish line is in sight, but you still have a little ways to go before you get to that finish line. So
Mm-hmm.
judging from from your beginnings with Diamond Cut, your love of writing and where it started from, up to this moment right now,
Mm-hmm.
what part what play what which stage of your marathon are you in?
In all honesty, I'm still at the beginning stages. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm in the beginning stages. Because it doesn't matter how many books I have out, or how many times I redo the book, there's always something else to learn that I did not know. You
That's
know,
it.
and we have a saying out here in the trucking industry. Although I've been driving for almost 24 years, I'm a seasoned rookie. Because the day that you feel like there's nothing left to learn in this industry, that's the day you need to hang up your keys. So I
Indeed.
I apply that
Indeed.
same concept to writing. The day I feel like I know everything there is to know about writing, it's time for me to hang up my ink pen. And I'm a long way from ready to hang up my ink pen.
Same here, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't putting that pen down no time soon.
yeah. Not if I can help it.
No,
Not if I can help it.
not God willing, bro. I can't put my pen down right now.
Yeah,
There's still too many people that I gotta reach.
yeah. Exactly. There's still a lot more in me that needs to come out. There's still I feel like I still have a lot more to share.
Man.
You know.
Oh, hell yeah. Lot more stories to get out to people.
Yeah.
A
So
lot of lives to change.
quick funny story for you, and it made me think about it because you asked about um, the
Come on.
generation, the generation. So one of my things growing up is I wanted to break the cycle of men in my family because the cycle of men in my family suck.
Uh
Most of yeah, drug addicts, alcoholics, they beat their women, cheaters, the whole nine, all of that. And I'm not saying all of them, but quite a few. That's the line of men that I come from. So one of the prayers that I prayed is
right.
that God would use me to break that cycle of men in my family. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a long way from being perfect, but there are things that I just will not do. And I try to instill those same values in my son. So even if I don't see the cycle change in me, I want to get the cycle to, I want to start the cycle to change in my son. And prayerfully, he'll get a hold to it. And then when he starts having kids and he has a family, he will take that same and begin to change that cycle from that generation forward. So to me, that's changing the generation.
That's powerful, dog. That is very powerful because I think we as men have to be able to kind of take that and say no more to that. No more to
Mm-hmm.
these generational curses that we've been living up under. No more of these cycles that
Exactly.
not only I've been running around in, but the
Mm-hmm.
possibility of my son running around in.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Cycles are horrible. Cycles are
They're,
horrible.
but they can be broken.
I believe they are.
Yeah, they can be broken, and I really would like to see that cycle broken.
Of course. Who breaks it?
What's that?
Sorry about that. I said it's all about who's bold enough to break it.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Because you have to make a very strong stand to do it. You have to make a
Yep.
strong stand.
But I'm with you on that one.
Hmm.
I'm with you on that. I am with you on that. And my thing is that I always pray and say, "Look, God, just give me the right words to say to people. Give me the right words to say to my children,
Yeah.
my grandchild. To
Hmm.
keep them on the right path and on the up and up as they matriculate this world and understand how rough it will be for them as they continue to run around. I won't say run around, but as they continue to grow in
Right.
this world, because our kids are our legacy. Our kids are our living heirs, and it's not what we leave behind to them. Some people say, well, it's about what you leave behind to your kid. No, it's about what you put into your child.
Exactly. Because there are some things that you can't buy with money, property, stocks and bonds. That there are certain things you can't buy with that.
Nope.
And a generation breaking a generational curse, that's a price tag that you could never fill.
Yep. And that has value. Breaking the curses has value in and of itself.
Absolutely.
That mean that child doesn't have to live up under that bondage
That
anymore.
bond, that's right. That child would be free.
Yep. And that child doesn't have to worry about the weight of his father or his mother,
Hmm.
you know, on him.
Hmm.
He or she can live their life, truly free, but also knowing that, their parent is always going to be around if they would need it. And they don't
Yeah.
have to worry about like, does my father love me just because I made a mistake or made a bad choice? Or yeah, I get it, bro. I get it because there's a lot there's a lot of generational curses that need to be broken, especially with us as men and how we treat our women, but also how we treat our children.
And I would take it a step further. It also how we treat ourselves.
Yes, sir.
It
Yes,
does, especially when it comes to our kids. Our kids are replicas of who we are because kids imitate what they see.
that's it.
So, and I had to be very mindful of what it is my son saw. Regardless of what I may have done when he didn't see, I had to be
Right.
very mindful of what he saw.
Yep. We gotta be aware of what our children see because what they see is what they will replicate.
Yeah.
Bruh. I mean, I've had, I was this dude. I had fun, man. This takes me this. I mean, this has been enjoyable for me because I mean, we both get a chance to catch up with each other, and I
Absolutely.
promise you, this time I'm gonna keep in contact with you,
Absolutely.
dog.
Yeah, we're definitely going to do better about that. We're
Oh
absolutely
yes, sir.
going to do better about
I gotta do better by that
that.
because
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, it goes both ways. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Yeah.
I can say a long time no hear from, but when you said no, 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 that goes
Yeah.
both ways.
Yeah. I ain't gonna let you put that toe out. Look. I'm gonna own up to my part of it.
Yep,
but
yep.
it ain't all on me. Yeah.
Nope, it's not. And I
Yeah.
and you pull me to accountability on that, and I'm like,
Absolutely.
oh,
Yeah.
I ain't got no choice but to say, nope, my bad,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yes, sir.
I got you.
Absolutely.
We most definitely go keep in contact, bro. But look here, I'm
We
gonna give
we
you
definitely
this opportunity right now, dog. I'm gonna give you this opportunity for the shade for the most
Uh oh.
uh,
Oh wait.
a shameless plug, man. Tell everybody they're available. Oh, sorry, shameless plug time. Shameless plug time.
Okay.
Let everybody know who you
Hold on, bud.
where you did. Okay, better. Somewhat better, right? Damn, man. There, there,
Okay.
no,
Yeah. Yeah. There you
there
go.
we go. Uh, Let everybody know who you are, where your books can be found, and where they can find you on social media. Go.
Author Taz the Free. All of my social medias are Author Taz. I have
Again.
LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, all of that. Facebook. You can find my books on Amazon. Also, I would encourage you all to go to the Melanin Library. And this is something else I got to talk to you about too. The Melanin Library is a library that's exclusive for Black authors. And you can also go and find my books there. Title of my books are In the Heat of the Night, A Taste of Taz, From the Heart of Taz, and also Let Me Talk to You. And you can also reach me at authortaz@gmail.com. If you didn't catch that, or if you just want to drop me a line and say hello, by all means, do so.
What was the name of that library again?
The Melanin Library.
Where's that located at?
Um, it's an online library, but like I said, it's specifically designed for us as Black authors. The it's created by a young lady, and well, a group of ladies, I should say, and that is what it is. Hold on a minute, I get it for you. Because for whatever reason, I can never remember how to
Oh, I
spell
found
it.
it.
Okay.
Oh, I found. I
Yeah, it's Melanin. You got
found
it?
the website. Trust and believe.
Yeah,
Yep. Oh, I found it.
Melanin.
Oh,
Okay.
I showed it. Found it.
Okay. And you can go in
Got it.
there and buy my books as well, at the Melanin Library. Plus, there's other wonderful, talented Black authors that you can find there as well, in books of all genres, and I do mean all genres.
I had no idea that existed.
Uh huh. Yeah.
Wonder what rock I've been up under for the last 5 or 6 years.
Hey man, it was a friend of mine. She was introduced to it, and you know how it goes. She was introduced to it by a fellow reader, and of course she sent it to me, and I was like, oh, really? Yeah. And the library is very extensive, very extensive.
Is it?
Yes, sir. When I say any and all genres written by us.
Wow.
Yes, sir. And they don't discriminate against genres or anything. I because I was surprised when they took my first book.
Wow.
They took all three of my books.
What?
Yes, sir. So I'm
Get
gonna
out.
definitely support.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. So,
Yeah,
okay, that's it. That's all. Good night, folks.
yeah,
So look at
yeah.
here, man. Look, I'm gonna say this right now. So look, I put the web page in the comments in our chat.
Okay.
If you're an author, doesn't matter what genre. If you are a melanated author, don't care about your genre. As just told me, and I'm repeating it. I urge you to check out this website.
Hmm.
Even if it's not your cup of tea,
Hmm.
still check it out.
And even for the readers, if you are an avid reader and you're looking for new material to read, just something new, you're gonna find it there. I don't care how many books you have. I give you my word. They have at least one book you don't have in there.
That's it.
At least one. I know they have more than one, but at least one. They got one book in there that you don't have.
You know what? I like that.
Yes, sir.
It was always a simple thing. I got a collection of books by authors that I support,
Hmm.
and I'm pretty sure there's one book that I ain't got yet, and I
Hmm.
and I and I want that book that I ain't got yet.
There you go. You know where to find it.
Check it out, y'all. The web page is right there.
Hmm.
www.melaninlibrary.com.
Hmm.
And yes, I checked it out already. It's a legit website. So anybody that's asking me if you ask me if it's legit or not, it's legit. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't ask me if it's legit. I confirm it's confirmed. It's
Yeah,
verified.
yeah, 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 yeah. I
So
even ordered my own book through it just to see. Oh yeah, yeah. You know I'm gonna take it for a test ride before I put my name on
oh, for sure. For
it.
sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm gonna take it
we
for a test run before I put my name on it.
oh we gonna test the Lamborghini before I sign these
That's right.
papers.
That's right. Yes, sir.
But
Yes,
man,
sir.
brother, I have thoroughly enjoyed you tonight, man. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to talk to you again, to be in your presence, and also just as two brothers, man. Just be able to just talk to each other, man.
Absolutely.
That is something that needs to be done more. That's something that needs to happen more.
Absolutely. Hey man,
So
and listen, man, I appreciate the invite to come on your show because I didn't know you actually had a show until we talked that day. Yeah, I was like, really, this rascal here, he ain't even called and said nothing.
bro, I
He
was
didn't turn into a national celebrity now. He forget about the little
no,
people.
no, sir, no, sir.
Ah,
Celebrity status, I am. I promise you, I'm not. I'm
hey,
working on it.
you working on it. That's right. Just keep
I'm
working on it.
working on it.
That's all we
I
do. Just
mean,
keep working.
no, I've only been 2 years. This particular thing's only been 2 years in operation, dog.
Okay.
So
Okay. That's what's up. Congrats on
small
that, man.
baby
That's
steps,
big. That's
baby
big
steps,
stuff.
baby
Oh
steps,
yeah. Oh yeah.
man. But
Absolutely.
look, yeah, you already know. You already know the front doors are the front doors open for you. So just all you gotta do is walk in, bro. You
That's
you ain't
what's
you
up. Yes, sir.
you are not a house guest.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate the love.
And the civil
Definitely.
and that's off. That's not even off the strength of us knowing each other. That's just off the strength of us being. That's even off the strength of us being brothers and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
And that we're both SEC guys.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know,
sir.
I did feel bad for y'all when during the national championship, not the national. I felt bad for y'all for the SEC championship game. I did feel bad for y'all.
No, I didn't. I did not, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. Hey, listen. To start out in the SEC as a unranked team
Yeah,
with a brand new coach and a brand new staff and make it to the SEC championship, hey, bro, I was in heaven. I was good. I was good. Now, don't get it wrong. I hate we lost it, but man, listen, the fact that we got there, man, listen, that right there speaks volumes. But you got to know the history in order to understand the glory.
yeah, yeah. And
Oh
for
yeah.
y'all to do it in the fashion that y'all did it in,
Oh, we're gonna be back. Don't get it twisted. We'll be back.
yeah. To
We'll be.
do it in the fashion that y'all did it, the way y'all played that whole year, all of last year was phenomenal, man. I mean, right there,
Yeah.
knocking
We'll,
knocking on the door,
knocking
knocking
on the
on the
door.
door.
Knocking on the door of the playoffs. Because here's what's crazy. And at the beginning of the season, I did not choose us to be the sleeper team.
I did because
I
it's
didn't.
just
I didn't. My sleeper team was A&M and Arkansas. Those are my sleeper teams.
the Arkansas surprised me.
Yeah, A&M surprised
Arkansas
me.
did surprise me,
Yeah, I was expecting
but
A&M to play a better ball than what they did, but you know,
yeah, yeah, I was a
needless to
little
say,
disappointed where it is.
I'm looking forward to next season. I'm definitely looking forward to next season.
You know, but yeah, but the what, bruh.
Hmm. Yeah.
That it just let me know that now in the SEC, Bama is not the team to beat.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Bama's no longer the team to.
well, for us it is, because in the West, it's always going to be uh, LSU, Alabama, or Auburn. That's your West. That's the West right there.
Yeah, true that. True that. You know, now the question, my question is going to be: Can Georgia repeat? Can Georgia do it 3 times?
Now, that's gonna be a stretch right there, bruh.
Oh yeah, it will be.
That's gonna be a stretch, because
Yeah.
you got us that, you know considering what we did last season, and pretty much everybody's coming back next season. It's gonna be a lot tougher than it was this year.
Oh hell yeah! But
But you want,
LSU was sneaky good. LSU was sneaky good last year.
yeah, we
Like,
dropped a few
where these
games
jokers
that we
come
should.
from,
Yeah, we dropped a few games, man, that we shouldn't have lost. And yeah,
true, but
that's what hurt us in the end.
bro, so I gotta ask you this before we run out of here, man.
All right,
When you watch when you, okay, so when if you watch the national championship game, when did you check out of that?
man,
Or
I ain't
when
gonna lie to you. I watched the whole game. I really did,
shit.
because I just wanted to see how bad it was gonna be. No, and but here's what. But here's my thing. They implemented this new playoff system to prove that the SEC was not the dominant conference, because before the playoff system, we was winning it every year. So now you implemented this new playoff system, and guess what? We still there.
You try to get rid of parity, you still created it.
It really, and not this past season, but the season before, it was absolutely wonderful me when Alabama and Georgia played for the SEC, because I mean played for the national title, because that really was the shot in the face. Okay, your top two teams in the country playing for the national titles. What conference did they come from?
SEC,
Duh. Like, huh? Go figure that one.
bruh.
And I've had this argument many times. I said, man, you can say what you want. I said, but let's look at it this way. At the beginning of the season, what conference has more teams than in the top 25 than the SEC? The top 15, the top 10, the top 5. I mean, what other conference does that?
It ain't even close.
That's what I'm saying. And this is year after year after year after year.
It ain't even close.
Okay, but we not the dominant conference though. Okay, all right,
I was
all right.
I told a friend about it, but I'm gonna need you to shut your mouth.
Yeah, please. Yeah,
Cause
exactly.
I said, cause you saw what happened with TCU. You saw what happened to Ohio State, even though Ohio State gave Georgia a run for their money, and I ain't
It,
gonna front because I was on eggshells with that one.
yeah, absolutely. Me too. Me too.
But I said, did y'all see that? Dude, TCU got sent to the woodshed 4 times. They got pulled out the woodshed, put right back in that bitch.
Yeah, yeah,
They they got a 65 piece put on them. Are you serious?
yeah, yeah.
What team do you know puts up 65 point, puts a 60 throws a 65 piece on you?
Oh,
And then put their third string scrubs in there, and they still fuck you up. What?
exactly. They were still scoring.
Who
You,
does that?
you saw what we did to Purdue.
Oh yeah, man, whoop they ass.
Dude, that was
I'm
beautiful.
like,
That was beautiful.
I'm looking at all these teams that are all these SEC teams that were in bowl games, and even I ain't gonna be frank, even the lower ranked SEC team still can put a thumping on somebody.
Exactly.
I like y'all. I said y'all don't. I said, my friend,
Unranked SC teams still
yeah,
dumping.
my friend, he from the West Coast, and he's a big old Pac-12 fan. He said, "We gonna get y'all." I said, "Bruh,
You don't want
I
none
said,
of
there's
this.
no Pac-12 team that
Oh,
SEC. Duh.
oh. If I
You put a Pac-12 team against an SEC team? No.
hey, if I remember correctly, in 2025, we're going out to California to play UCLA. That's gonna be our season opener. I think it's
I
2025 or
don't know.
yeah, I think it's 2025 or 2026. That's gonna be our season opener at UCLA.
Yeah,
That's kind of my thought too. When I saw it, I was like, really,
stop it. Just for
really. And
you can
then
you
the
can you
following
can you can
season,
see.
they have to come back east the following season.
You know what? Stick a fork in them. They're done.
Yeah,
You can count that as a W now before the game even starts.
yeah. I was like, wow, that's that's pretty deep. But okay, okay.
I mean, you can put you they but give them the W now, bro. Before don't give LSU the W now.
Hey man, listen, and it's comical to me. I was like, it's like the more widespread that they go, the worse off it gets. I mean, they're just pitching. We're pitching shutouts and blowouts.
If you I told like me and my dad talked about this a while back. If you put in 8 or 12 teams instead of just fucking 4 teams, you might have a little bit more competition. That'll really weed out some folks.
Hmm. Yeah, it would. And it amazes me that some of these schools they're like, oh, well, we just we went undefeated, we deserve a shot. Okay, but listen,
Here's your shot.
yeah. And by the
Y'all got
second
sent to the
quarter,
woodshed.
the
Shot
second quarter,
over.
the game over.
Here's your shot. By the time before the second quarter ends, the game's already over.
Yeah,
So y'all undefeated, but y'all playing the powder puff conference.
exactly, exactly. Yeah, it's. I'm excited
But
about
we
next
play
season.
competition all the time. No, y'all do not, bro.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't see speed like that.
No,
Y'all ain't see physicality like that
you got a 6'6", 350 pound lineman running you down. Mm-mm.
with ease at that.
Yeah, and he ain't even breathing hard.
Stop it. Just stop the nonsense, people.
Yeah.
I mean, and then you know, I'm not that much of a fan. Well, I do watch the NFL like that.
Mhm.
However,
Yeah.
my poor Falcons, golly,
Yeah, don't feel bad. If we rocking in the same boat. My Saints, we rocking in the same boat. Yeah.
I have no idea what's gonna happen now.
I pray we at least get another coach, man. At least.
Yeah,
Because we
I
we
mean,
have good,
because
we have good players, but man,
yeah, I now I'm gonna be honest with you. I think your quarterback situation still needs to be ironed out somewhat.
ironed out is an understatement. We need a quarterback.
Because I mean, you gonna run with Jameis or you gonna run with Red Rifle?
You heard what I said. We need a quarterback.
Y'all get Russell Wilson. Nah, damn
No,
that.
sir. No, that's okay. That's all right. I'd rather him pick up a rookie coming out of college than to do that.
Well, shit. I think Stetson admitted go to declare for the draft.
I ain't listen. While you playing, I hope he can make that journey down there. I really do.
He'd be a great fit in that offensive scheme
I
though.
would
He would
not
be.
mind having him at all.
He'd be a great fit in that offensive scheme. Plus, he has weapons. The weapons he got: Thomas, Olave, um, Kamara.
Amir,
Yep, and you got weapons. So I mean,
and he
that'd be a good fit.
and he got an O line that'll hold.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Y'all gonna be stuck with Amos. Y'all gonna be stuck with Jameis or Red Rifle. I don't know.
I hope not, man. I'd rather I'd rather them call me and tell me to go and play.
Well, so, okay, I'll give Jameis Winston credit.
For what?
Yep, I'm gonna give him credit for last season until he got injured. Because he was pretty damn good before he got injured. He didn't throw that many interceptions. He had more touchdowns than interceptions, but then he got injured, and then that kind of fucked him up. But then again, he came back and he really wasn't the same, or he wasn't that guy like half his last early of last season. But then again, who am I to say anything?
Yo, I have not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I have not been impressed with him since he left college. Period.
Nah.
I'm serious.
Okay at Tampa Bay, and I say okay, and I'll use the word okay very loosely.
Yeah.
Okay at Tampa Bay, decent when he went to New Orleans. That's because
but he was playing behind Drew Brees.
That's what him actually taking an investment in himself as a quarterback.
Well, but he was also playing behind Drew.
Well, that's true, but I don't know. Well past his prime at this point.
Yeah, hey man, listen. I'm gonna stick to my original statement. We need a quarterback. For real.
So do we. I have no idea whose godforsaken idea was it to roll with Marcus Mariota, dog.
No comment. I don't know. Look, I can't help you with your problems in your house, and I got problems in my own.
No, we got a rookie quarterback in Desmond Ridder. Pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Where'd he come from?
Cincinnati.
Okay.
Came from Cincy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll see.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he'll double threat quarterback. He'll run too.
The games he played, pretty damn. But Marcus Mariota, what?
Yeah.
Stop it, I say.
Yeah.
But we both got problems. We both got problems.
That right, exactly.
We got problems in our house, and we hoping to get fixed, right?
Yes, right. That's right. Before next season.
I know we can talk about it. I know.
Uh-oh. You stopped again.
I know we can talk about this all day, stuff like that. Well, get ready to hit the road.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna hold you I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, man. Brother, I thank you for being on here. I truly appreciate you.
Hey, brother, I appreciate you having me, man. It's definitely been a pleasure, and we definitely need to do it again. And we need to get together, sit down, and break bread, man. Seriously.
For sure.
Yeah,
let me know when you in Atlanta, when you here in Georgia, man, and we will connect, dog.
Definitely, we definitely will do that.
But yo, man, I appreciate you coming on, man, to just blessing us with your energy and and everything like that. I am so appreciative of you, brother. Man, I'm also gonna give you a big congratulations, man, for just staying the course and doing what you do, man. Keep writing, keep pushing that pen, and eventually we gonna see each other at the top.
Absolutely, yeah. We'll be able to share the spotlight. I ain't greedy. I ain't gotta have it all.
Me neither.
I would love to have some familiar faces when it get there, though.
Yes, sir. Make it a lot more easy to deal with, right?
Hey, not only that, we sit down like, man, you remember where we started.
Exactly.
And I can appreciate your struggle and arrival, and you can appreciate mine because we were in the trenches together. So
that's it.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to y'all, my brother, a great author, just a really, really great human being, man. My brother Taz, man. Go check him out on all the social media platforms. Check out his book check out all of his books on Amazon. Also, Please go support him and the Melody Library at www.melodylibrary.com. Please do that, man. Please support Black authors. Please support Black businesses and platforms. Please.
Yes,
I
yes,
can't say that. I cannot say that enough, y'all. Cannot
yes.
say that enough. Um, now we're at the time of the show where I gotta throw some more announcements out here. So I'm gonna do that right now. So
Not really.
Jordan, so Critical Conversations will be hitting you guys off tomorrow. I have no idea what LSG's topic is going to be, but I guarantee it's probably going to be a great topic. Joy Quit, Joe's and Coco Fitton from My Life Has Destiny podcast, where they're gonna hit you guys off with a great topic and then talk about it. Also, this coming Wednesday, I'm gonna have Miss Joy Katanga come to the show. We're gonna have a series called talking about postpartum depression. That's going to be a great conversation for you guys. And then keep your ears and nose to the ground, because what I mentioned earlier at the beginning of the show, yeah, gonna have a show. Gonna talk about that. We're gonna have a serious talk about that. But that's all the announcements that I got for tonight, y'all, man. Continue to follow us on social media, all our social media platforms. Please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Check out our webpage, www.trailblazerradio.net. A link tree and a Patreon page will be coming soon. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. I love y'all. I love each and every one of y'all, and the damn thing y'all can do about that. We are going to be outro. See you guys in the next one. Y'all be good. Y'all be easy. Y'all stay safe out there. Peace.